6:10 in the evening time on this Friday evening, May 18th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Evening News on this Friday evening, May 18th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins at 6:10 p.m. and it's 54 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Evening News at 6:10 p.m. is Santa Fe, Texas, where at least 8 killed in the shooting at Texas and Santa Fe High School sheriff said. The House GOP new immigration strategy is amid revolt from both sides. The House GOP leaders promised vote on conservative immigration bill. More than 150 dead in fiery criminal plane crash near Havana. New Trump administration rule will force doctors to stop saying abortion. Four little women found a mugshot after Delhi DUI crash, police said. What John Kelly reveals about America's immigrant past. No, Aaron Schosper would not be disbarred over this racist rant. Trump resorts shooting suspect likely pro-Trump posts. Expect Matador will win many Venezuelans say they won't vote on Sunday. U.S. scrap training exercise with South Korea involving B-52s. Saudi Arabia arrests women activists head of lifting of driving ban. Italy may soon have a new government. Will that lead to Europe's next crisis? Camel soup blows up. Secretary Ross claims terrorists won't alert them and he pushes back anyway. Amaveg for migraines approved by FDA. SP Fiber falls as trade wars weighing banks chip stocks drop as. Looking at the stocks now. Up 111 at 24,715.09. SP 5 down 7.16 at 2712.97 and Nasdaq down 20.13 points at 73.54.34. Website fault exposed most U.S. cell phones' real-time locations. European Union members prepare for a united front against U.S. citizens because of 2015 nuclear deal with and ran and imposed steel and aluminum tariffs. Ecuador announced Friday will remove extra security at its British embassy where WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has received asylum since 2012. The United Nations said Friday will begin an investigation of the killings of dozens of Palestinians by Israeli soldiers at protests in Gaza this week. North Korea withdrawal from friendly engagement with the United States and South Korea does not change China's North Korea policy, Beijing said. The Trump administration Friday proposed a new rule to prevent some federal funding from growing organizations that provide abortions. United Airlines backtracked on this move to limit meal options and portion size on flights less than 4 hours after customer criticism the airline announced. And a board asked Republican leadership lawmakers to be the $687 million farm bill on Friday as some GOP conservatives sided with Democrats. Robert Wilkie, acting Veterans Affairs Secretary, will be nominated to permanently fill the position, President Trump said on Friday. In Mansfield, a 34-year-old local man remained off class Friday the day after he held off the debate at the East Street Department about 1.5 hours before surrendering peacefully. In Attleboro, a suspect in a string of car break-ins and an attempted house break-in in Pine Road in South Attleboro has been apprehended. The suspect, whose name was not immediately released, was arrested without incident protected Thursday by detectives from Attleboro, Cumberland, and Protective Police. Police detained a warrant for his arrest after he was identified as a result of an extensive investigation by Attleboro detectives, according to the police. Minimal standoff, fairly similar to Yarmouth incident. In Taunton, a vandal spray painted graffiti over the words, "We help people" on the side of the St. Vincent de Paul delivery truck. St. Vincent de Paul volunteers said he thought people would do that. Brockton women on probation brandished BB gun, says police, as women with lengthy criminal histories who was on probation randomly pulled a BB gun at other women, police said. Stoughton student in Augusta waiting for a school bus. West Bridgewater senior celebrate the last of school. This astronaut in space walks up to Skimmer's SD card at home. NASA's new Planet Under snaps initial test image swings by moon toward final orbit. Standard NASA study shows humans are responsible for major changes to Earth's water availability. Railed Earth groups send teams and supplies to quash Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ground resistance to antifungal drugs are a global issue. Bill Gates and Swiss cards interested in encounters with Trump. For the love of God. Let's skip there. Peter Chill News Time. 6:15 on this Friday evening. It is time now for a sport support. The Boston Red Sox will square off against the Baltimore Orioles. Game time, 7 o'clock at Fenway Park. The Not Lancers boys lacrosse team fell to the Dover Sherman Raiders 15-6. Arizona Cardinals set requires quarterback Jamar Thomas for the Broncos. For the Cleveland Browns, DeMarcus Cousins is shooting to be ready for training camp and NBA draft combined. Biggest winners losers starting Grayson Allen, Mohamed Bamba, and Trae Young. Peter Chill News Time is 6:15 on this Friday evening, and it is time now for Peter Chill driving the turns to check on this Friday evening. Beep beep. Let's study off on the MBTA with our Havel train 215, 5:15 p.m. from North Station operate 5-10 minutes asking between Wakefield and Havel due to signal issue. Lowell train 334, 5:17 p.m. from Lowell operate 5-10 minutes asking between Wilmington and North Station. Survey for train 173, 6:05 p.m. from North Station depart from North Station operating near schedule. Okay, I was in my ways in New England on this Friday evening, 95, southbound side. Also between 126 and Providence, all the way to downtown Providence on 146. 95, southbound side. Hit Redskins between 610 connector, 195 downtown Providence. 185, westbound side. It is sold between Seagull College to Route 44 and East Providence. 610 connector, Little Route 6 in Cranston and 146 on both ends, bottom and 146 on Route 99, the Lincoln North Smithfield stretch. 13 eastbound side, also on Jamestown stretch, but the Jamestown Newport Amano Bridge is out. Looking good. Okay, 95 on the southbound side. It is slow from Route 140 in Foxborough all the way to Route 295 in Attleboro. 24 southbound side, stopping over between 120 Kenton all the way to Route 27 in Brockton, and then hit breaks again after Route 495 in Raynham. 495 on the southbound side, a little after Route 24 in Raynham. Route 3 on the southbound side. It is slow between Route 80 and Kingston all the way to Route 44 in Plymouth. Out of the Cape, Bourne Bridge on the southbound side, a little slow on 20 on the northbound side, a little slow on the Bourne Rotary. Severn Expressway, southbound side, so between the Mass Pike and the Braintree split. Severn Expressway, the northbound side, so between Braintree all the way to Quincy. Mass Pike eastbound side, it is slow from Newton Corner all the way to Prince Tunnel. Mass Pike both ends background, South Boston and Logan Airport. Mass Pike westbound side, so between Newton all the way down to Framingham. 93 both ends down to Boston, the back step. 7 count tells off. Slow go. 93 there, the northbound side, also between Somerville and down to Bedford. 120 the southbound side, it is slow from Route 9 to Wellesley, all the way down to Route 1 in Norwood, and Route 120 is southbound side, also Braintree split, 120 at the northbound side, so between Thurston and Braintree on Route 24 in Canton, Route 3 at the northbound side, also Bill Wicker stretch, 495 at the northbound side, so between Chelsea at the Lawrence, 120 at the northbound side, so between Route 3 and Burlington at the Linfield, 495 at the southbound side, also between Hudson and the Barber, Mass Pike westbound side, it is slow between Newton and Framingham and all the way down to Westboro, and Mass Pike westbound side, also after Route 293-95 in Auburn. And Mass Pike eastbound side, also from Springfield down to Ludlow. 91 southbound side, it is so from 291 and north down to 84. 91 northbound side, also on Hartford stretch. 84 stop and go between Denbury and Waterbury, Connecticut. Westbound side, also on 84 Hartford, Connecticut. 95 at the northbound side, so between Greenwich and New Raven. On the northbound side of 95 and up north. Everett back on the northbound side, also between Merrimack and Manchester, New Hampshire. Otherwise, 393-95, London and 7 New Hampshire, and Interstate 89. Northbound side, also no London, New Hampshire. Up in Maine, it's looking good, and Interstate 879. 91 southbound side, also after getting one upstate New York and Vermont. All the way 59, the northbound side, 7 Quebec there towards Montreal, and all the way 55, both fins and 7 Quebec, it's a slow go, and Naughton boys lacrosse fell to Dover Sherwood 15-6. Peter Chill News Time, 6:19 on this Friday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite luminance shows patchy clouds covering much of 7 New England and 7 Vermont and New Hampshire and 972 New York State and all of Mid-Atlantic region. And take a look at the radar, satellite luminance shows a line of rain showers stretching line from up the 7 Massachusetts and stretching down for 7 Delaware and 7 Maryland up to Maryland and down to north central portions and western portions of Vermont and down to west central portions of North Carolina, and a line of rain showers from southeast to North Carolina down off the Carolina coast and off the Georgia and Rain, showers, and storms around Florida, and another batch of showers and storms from eastern parts of the Georgia stretching through the Ohio Valley and down rain showers from Michigan all the way down to northern and northeastern portions of Illinois. Looking at the futurecast, it's going to be clear about the sky for much of the night tonight, and then the clouds will roll in by about the overnight hours, and the rain will make its way towards the New York City area by about 6 a.m., and then 8 a.m., it'll be in Connecticut down to coastal Rhode by about 8 a.m., and then it'll make its way towards southeastern Massachusetts by 10 a.m., and then noontime, it'll make its way toward the eastern Massachusetts area, and then it'll continue to be raining throughout the day on Saturday, so that is why the weekend commencement is at the Haas Center and not in the center of the Dimple because of the wet weather. Temperature spread around the region. It is in the 50s for much of eastern Massachusetts, to 60s in western Mass and Connecticut, and it's in the 50s for much of coastal New Hampshire and then up in the coastal Maine walls, and in 60s for interior northern New England, of interior sections of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. 70 in Claremont, New Hampshire, and 72 in Keene, New Hampshire, 72 in Benton, Vermont, and 72 in Albany, New York. Okay, looking at the forecast. Right, current conditions in North Massachusetts, 55 degrees temperature with a humidity of 43%, 2.32 degrees, and barometer 2.38 inches, and steady wind speeds at 1 mile an hour. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, both the skies got about 44 degrees, east about 5 to 8 miles on common evening for Saturday. Rain, patchwork after 11 a.m. minor, 59 degrees, east about 6 miles on Chesapeake is 8% new response between the 10 and inch possible for Saturday night. Showers likely with thunderstorms possible at 1 a.m. Patchwork over. Clouds got about 57 degrees, southwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour, Chesapeake at 6%. New rain amounts between 10 and inch possible, high amounts possible thunderstorms for Sunday at check the showers and thunderstorm in the afternoon. Most of the storms through heavy rain, patchwork before 9 a.m. west. Clouds got about 66 degrees and southwest about 8 to 10 miles of gust size, 30 miles an hour, Chesapeake is 50%. New rain amounts between 10 and inch possible, high amounts possible in thunderstorms for Sunday night. Partly clouds got about 35 degrees and not northwest wind for Monday. Sunday, podcast got about 36, about 35 degrees. Tuesday, check the showers at 1 p.m. Most of the clouds about 32, about 36 degrees, Chesapeake to 35%. Wednesday, Sunday, podcast got about 34, about 52 degrees, and Thursday, Sunday, the most clouds got about 68, about 31 degrees, and for Friday, most suns got about 75 degrees. And that's gonna be it for the Peter channel. Evening news on this Friday evening, May 18, 2018. Viewers will be have a good evening with a goodbye day to now 3 at 11 o'clock for the hour. To be have a good evening.